Update. I have a functioning valve system, or electronic wise. This is the HPA shell, or base to it. I'm not going to be using it due to the one simple issue that those shells run on a super high, run 850 psi, and the solenoid required to do that is about $400 for this size solenoid, which is pretty goddamn big. So, especially for this, but this will push 150 psi through it with no issues. So I'm going to get an adapter for some type of CO2 cartridge, whatever I choose, but powered by an 8.4 volt battery under the top of the handguard. There it is. Wiring is very simple. This is just electrical tape. My shrink wrap has not arrived, but connected to the battery. Goes to the cylinder on the outside to the switch here. So every time you reload, you slide the barrel forward, and it pushes down, and you will listen for the audible click. That audible click means the valve is actuating or opening and closing. When there is no power to this, obviously it's going to be closed. That's the one I've chosen. So far electronically it seems to work. I realize this looks like a freaking eyesore here with just the blue electrical tape. It's just what I have on hand. It's the cheapest shit I have right now. And I'm trying to make this work till my next paycheck comes in, because I'm running out of projects to do. I've got a guy making my barrel tube. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I don't have one inside, but you get the point. The rifled shell will go in here. But this is concept for a functioning one. And I'm actually going to show you. So I actually had to tap into the polymer. My grenade launcher is almost all polymer, except for some trigger parts and whatnot. But it is mostly polymer, so it made my work a whole lot easier in just tapping two little holes with some screws. And that holds the switch in place very nicely. It doesn't move, it doesn't wiggle, it doesn't wobble. And these aren't actually super tight. I mean, I did pre-drill a hole, so they're just kind of in there. But I didn't torque them down with a screwdriver. They're just in there enough to hold the thing in place. But so far, it seems to be coming along very well. I'm going to order some stuff from Amazon, some hosing, a regulator, and a few other things. And then we'll work on this side. I hope to keep this side is where I might just have a hose running here. Come back around here, and then into the actual trigger unit itself. One other thing, my battery just died. Or, not died, it's getting low, so I'm gonna plug it in real quick. Hold on a second. Maybe I shall get lucky. My phone says no. Okay, that's fine. You can sort of see, though. But, yeah, I hope to have just a standard line running into here to the shell, which I don't know how I'm going to HPA tap yet, because there's not enough room for a quick connector in there. And, I'm going to try and mount the CO2 cartridge on this side from the delta ring all the way up to the front of the upper handguard, or to my triangle sight mount, I guess you'd call that. I'm not exactly sure. But it seems to be functional at this point. It's theoretical. You don't have to push a button. It's all done by hand. But on this solenoid, it was like a $10 solenoid from Amazon I got for another project. Didn't work for that project. But, it doesn't, it's not an instant hit solenoid. You can leave it on for 5, 10, 15 minutes. It'll just warm up here on the coil. But, this entire section down here is completely sealed. I originally got this for propane. So, I need to eliminate any purposes this electronic component. I can completely remove from this component. So this is completely safe for this, guys. Don't worry. When I do put pressure through this and test it, it will not be here in my room. I'm going to do that outside for safety purposes. That's it. If anybody really has any questions, put it down in the comments. Or you can go to my last video on this, or my Desert Eagle video, because I couldn't find any good videos on that. And in one of those descriptions, my Instagram account for Airsoft is on there somewhere. I'm going to put a few posts up for this on there. And that's really it. At this point, this is it. My M4 is disassembled. So we're just going to skip over that real quick. I'm going to order a few parts, MOSFET, whatnot. I'll tell you what parts I got, what shrink wrap I have, and what you have to do to install said part. I forget. I don't know, that's sort of like one. I'm tired. I hope you guys are being safe, staying well. That's all. Goodbye.